Hi Zoe, nice to see that you've written an essay for us. Let's take a look what you wrote. Some say that now we can see films on our phones or tablets. There is no need to go to the cinema. Others say that to be fully enjoyed, films must be seen in a cinema. Okay, you have to discuss both views and give your opinion, so let's see what you did. With the advancement of technology and the internet, movies have become increasingly accessible for most of us. While some people still defend their grounds as moviegoers, others have turned to phones and tablets for convenience. In my opinion, it depends on your expectation of what kind of movie experience you want. Okay? On the one hand, many think it saves money and time to stream or download movies online. In addition, it does not require a rigid schedule of the showtimes. As a result, people can put on a movie they like as a background sound while doing chores or pause it in the middle of a movie to discuss the plots with their friends, neither of which would function in a cinema. On the other hand, people who believe in going to a cinema would argue about the atmosphere of cinemas and the copyright issue of movies. If you're watching a horror movie, nothing makes it scarier than the sounds of a full theater and the strong sound and echoes from the movie. If you're watching a comedy, nothing makes it funnier than bursting out in laughter with not the other audiences, but with the rest of the audience is appropriate here. More importantly, the copyright has become an issue due to illegal online movie downloads. This hurts even more the independent movie makers, not two. I think you should have mentioned this just a little more. I think you should have developed it, okay? In conclusion, whether you want to stream a movie or go to a cinema to enjoy it, provided you are streaming and downloading legally, you should decide by what kind of mood you are in. For many, a relaxing night would be to put a movie on, chatting with friends, and pausing or rewinding as much as they want. For others, an immersive experience at a cinema would be the go-to option for seeing a movie. Okay, this is well done, Zoe. I liked most of it. Um, I think you could have talked a little bit about this a little more. Okay, the idea is there's no need to go to this cinema. So you talked about the rigid schedule. You talked about the convenience. You could have even talked about money. Okay, because you said it saves money and time, but really all you talked about here was the time factor. Then you talked about the convenience. I think you should have also added something about the fact that we save money by doing this. Okay, that it cannot be denied that for many people, going to the cinema is actually a luxury experience where, getting a ticket and, maybe popcorn and a drink could be like over $20 or like 20 euros in many countries, okay? So you could have mentioned that as well. I want you to look at the lengths of these two paragraphs. This extends to the fourth line. This extends to the sixth line. So you did deal with this a little bit more than you did this. In general, I felt like this had more ideas than this did. So I think, as I'm going to say it again, that you should have extended this a little more. Okay, try to balance out both the number of arguments and the extent to which you argue both sides. All right? Good vocabulary, good grammar. There were a couple of mistakes that I had to correct, of course, but on the whole, it was a well done essay. I'd like to see more of your work. I'd like to see maybe some different essay topics, and I would certainly like to see how you perform on a task one. There's one other concern that I have here. You are supposed to discuss both views and give your opinion. You put your opinion completely in the middle. You basically said that it really depends on the mood you're in. I think that for the sake of clarity, it would have been helpful if you could have sided at least a little bit with one side over the other, okay? Even if you don't believe it on the whole, I mean, there must be something that you prefer to the other, okay? So if you could have at least, like I said, for the sake of the essay, have dealt with it like this, I think it would have been clearer and more appropriately organized. So that's more or less the feedback of this. Like I said, I thought it was very good on the whole, but of course there are a couple of little areas that I would recommend fixing. So I would like to see you signing up for some more essay corrections if possible. You can see that there are a variety of opportunities for you to work with us in the future. I think that would be a nice opportunity for you. And let's see how you write on different topics and on different types of tasks, all right? I look forward to seeing more of your work, so good luck.